Good morning. We're back at it. Finished with Christmas vacation and got back last night, and now we are back at work. We're going to be getting back into the swing of things. Hope everybody had a good Christmas break. Hope you were able to spend time with family. That's important. It was a good time for us. Got to spend plenty of time with family. Kids had fun. So now we're getting back in the swing of things, and I've got some impatient animals waiting on me over here. Got these jokers waiting on me, and then I got these big guys back here waiting on me. So we're gonna get them taken care of. Good morning, guys. Have y'all missed me? I've missed you. Good morning, Paris. How are you doing today? You're in Buddy's stall. Gonna make a mess for him, I'm sure. Mr. Buddy flipping on his light switch. And you've been rolling around in the grass this morning? Ooh. We'll have to fix that. All right, feed time. Get a little bit more, buddy. There you go. All right, Paris. Yes. Oh, we gotta knock that hook down. So little things like that you gotta pay attention to. Make sure that's down so they can't hurt themselves. Got another scoop for the cows out there. Y'all got to hear my cow call. Sorry about that. Some big animals right there, buddy. Hey, why are you stealing his food? You got your own down there. They are greedy. And it's the smaller one that's the bully. All right, we got the golf cart loaded up. We got our baits, got our trap tools and everything. Got the horses and the cows fed. I've been gone a couple of days on a vacation, Christmas vacation. And it seems like everything was out of sorts this morning. The animals were in a bad mood, cows were in a bad mood. Horses were ornery. So hopefully that is not an indication of how our day is going to go. Hopefully everything will get straightened out. Today here we're going to be doing traps. So we got to see if we've caught anything on the trap line and rebait if we have, reset and rebait if we have. And that's going to take up most of our day. And then whatever we don't finish today, we're going to come back and do tomorrow. I think we got some skid steer work, some mulching to do tomorrow. And we got a bunch of, so that's just at this job. Next, for my business, my personal business, we have we got a busy weekend. So we're gonna be doing a stump job, and I think it's 28 stumps, 28 or 30 stumps. This is my biggest stump job yet. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm hoping to be able to get it all out, get it all finished in one day. But we'll see. What I like to do is get as close to 40 hours as I can here at this job in the land and wildlife management job, and then schedule my stump grinding jobs or my other skid steer jobs for the weekend. But if it's really big and it's going to take multiple days, then I have to schedule it during the week. But it's nice having that kind of flexibility. So not too far away from the horse barn. I'm out here. We've had a pretty good bit of rain here the last couple of days. You can see it all standing in this field back here. But rain will tell you what you have coming through your property. So all these are fresh tracks. These weren't here when I left. And I'm still learning how to identify my tracks and stuff. But these are for sure canine. Whether they're coyote canine or wild dog canine, I'm not exactly sure. Neither one of them are good since we're so close to the customer's house and their horse barn. It's definitely, you don't want neither one of them messing with your horses and stuff. So it's just more trapping that we have to do and improve on. Y'all saw in the last video that I let a wild dog go, and I don't know, it wasn't a dangerous dog. I didn't feel like it was going to attack me. It didn't attack me, obviously. But dogs on this property, wild dogs on this property that run in packs, have attacked the property owner before. So it's just one of those things, you know, you're not sure exactly what you need to do, because on one hand, you don't want to kill a dog, even if it is a wild dog. And the other thing is, you don't want dogs running in packs, harassing the owner and stuff, you know, or harassing us. I mean, like I said, we've had people get attacked out here working the property and stuff. So checking our first trap, ain't nothing in it. There's still some bait in there, so I'm just gonna refresh it with some lure and go on to the next. But yeah, the dog situation has me puzzled a bit. I don't want to shoot a dog or get rid of a dog, but I can't have the dogs harassing the horses and stuff. And we're out in the middle of thousands and thousands of acres, so it's not nobody's dog. And if I take it to the pound, I mean, we all know what happens to them at the pound. So what do you do? So we have some raccoon tracks and possum tracks coming down through here. So those we can get rid of, those we do need to get rid of, because what do? They raid our nests, our quail nests, our turkey nests, and can't have that. All right, on to the next. All right, we gotta reset this trap or rebait it. I've had a catch here before, so last thing I caught on a fishy type bait with that fish oil and corn mixture. So today I'm gonna put a marshmallow in there just to see if I can mix it up. You can definitely see that this is a nice little trail. It's being used. It goes up that way, goes up that way, and then it goes down through there, and there's a drainage pipe that they're using to go across the road over there. So it's a heavily traveled spot. We're just gonna put a different bait in there to see if we can mix it up. And of course, I don't know how I'm gonna hold it. So we're just gonna set it on the ground right here. See if y'all can see it in action. Of course, I don't know if y'all can see any of this. So we're gonna release the trigger, because if we put our fingers down in there, we're gonna get caught like the critters do. So, all right. So we release that part. Now we lift up the trigger down there. We're gonna push our marshmallow below the trigger. That way when the raccoon or the possum or the skunk reaches their hand down in there to get it, when they pull up, they're going to activate that trigger, which is gonna set off the trap. And then we will have another nestrator out of the equation. Let's see if y'all can see that. So there we go. The trap is set. On to the next. Right, we're walking up on this trap. And this has been here for a good little while, and I ain't caught nothing off of it. Got old bait in there, so I'm probably gonna pull that today. And that creek is high. Ain't no telling what our crossing is gonna look like down there. We may not be able to cross. That's a first for me, but we'll see. I'm gonna get this thing pulled up out of the ground and move it somewhere else. See if I can set y'all up so you can watch that. Got me some new gloves for Christmas, so I'm breaking them in real good today. Pull it up. We're gonna go ahead and set it off so we don't get our fingers in there accidentally. The ground pretty wet, so it's coming up pretty easy. Oh yeah. And there's that, just in case y'all haven't seen that. I don't know if I've shown y'all that. This is how we do it. Just some bent rebar in the ground on those swivels right there. We're gonna knock out that old bait and move on to the next. We're gonna find another spot to put it. Not exactly sure yet. I gotta get my mind in the game. I just got here this morning, so I'm still getting started. I gotta think about where I wanna put it, but I'm gonna get that junk out of there. Let's see, there's some ants and other junk down in there. We're gonna get all that cleaned up. On to the... Sorry. Eating a little breakfast here. But I had a comment made on one of my videos saying shame on me for trapping these animals. And I like to give people the benefit of the doubt and just say, you know what, maybe they don't know exactly what we're doing here, and they made that comment out of ignorance. And if that is the case, I want to explain, which I thought I had in previous videos, but I can do it again, why we're doing this. The reason that we are removing these animals, like the raccoon, the possum, and skunks, those are nest raiding animals, meaning that they raid the nests of ground birds, like your turkeys, like your quail. And since the main objective here is to bring back of this customer, this particular customer, his objective is to bring back his quail population, wild quail population. We have to get rid of these animals that would prevent us from doing that. And the quail population around here is hit and miss depending on what area you're in. Quail used to be all over the place. A couple of decades ago, but their numbers have just dwindled down really bad. So that's what we're doing. We are trying to get the quail population up, and part of that management, that's why this is called wildlife management, property management. Part of that management means you have to manage these animals, some of these animals that are out of control. We're not out here trying to catch trophy raccoons. We're not out here trying to sell their hides or their pelts or whatever, which is fine. I ain't got nothing against it, but I mean, it's not what I'm doing. It's not what other people like me are doing. I'm not doing it for the hides. It's part of a predator management, a wildlife management program that the customer requests. And the coon, the possum, and the skunk fall into that category of nest raiders. And you have to, if you're looking at predators of the quail, you look at it from the nest perspective, and you have to look at it from the adulthood perspective. And the comment was made under one of my bobcat videos. I caught a bobcat after we had caught several bobcats on camera in the area, the exact area where our quail have been spotted, and we caught the cats on camera stalking the quail, and we caught the cats on camera with the quail in its mouth after it had already been caught. So we know for a fact that the cats are targeting the quail. So it is our job to bring that population of bobcats down in this particular area so the quail population can come up. That's part of that management process. So to the poor lady that told me that I should be ashamed of myself for what I'm doing, I mean, I'm literally we are trying to prevent a species from completely dying out, and that species being bobwhite quail. And if we let these other animals that are high in number just run wild, then it will be extremely, extremely hard to bring back a population of quail after it gets so low. It's already hard for us here on this particular property because that population has been brought so low. But that is the goal, the main goal of this property owner, is to bring back his quail population. So that means we remove animals that would target a large number of quail. Doesn't mean we kill all of them. It means that we try and bring balance to this. That's what management consists of. But we're out here doing that. We did catch a bobcat in the last video. Super excited about that. We were very worried about the quail since we're in the winter months now. They're already going to have a hard enough time surviving. But with all the bobcats that we caught on camera, it was going to be very difficult for them. So we were very pleased. The owner was very pleased for us to get one of the cats out of here. There's still several on camera, and maybe we can catch some more. We will definitely see, and we'll do our best. But that set that I put out there was called a cubby set, and it had been out there for a week, and I was really happy to see something turn up in that set that I'd made, and hope to keep having success with that. But we're gonna keep checking these traps, refreshing the traps, and we'll see how that goes. With our water levels coming up pretty fast, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a camera that I have down here on the creek. I've been watching a trail down here, and I'll check the footage tonight to see if we caught anything interesting. But you can see again this trail down here that the animals are using to come further up into the property. So, see, I can see raccoon tracks from here, right down there. So I'm gonna go down here and grab this camera and just be paying attention to any sign that I might see along the way. And it is wild, the kind of stuff that deer will climb up. You'll look at something and be like, yeah, ain't no way a deer would try and go up that, but they will. Alright, so we're out here on the creek. My camera is intact. Water is definitely up, so we definitely are gonna have to go ahead and grab it. So the name of this creek is Dry Creek. Look at it on the map. It's called Dry Creek because it stays dry for most of the year, but because of the kind of soil that we have here, once the rain starts, everything floods. So grab a camera real quick. I'm not seeing too many tracks down here, so it might not be as active as what I thought it would be. So we'll check the camera and see what we see. All right, so we just checked the camera, and can't see too well because they were at night and because it's a small screen, but I was able to make out several raccoons coming down here and getting something to drink. So they definitely are using this little game trail that I'd found earlier. So we are going to put that DP that we pulled up earlier this morning, we are going to put that somewhere at the entrance, up there somewhere, of this game trail that's coming down here. And we're going to have to make sure that we sink it real good because this ground is extremely soft. But I think we're going to be pretty successful. I saw several raccoons coming down here at nighttime, so it'll be good to get them out of here. All right, let's get it. Alrighty, my camera was set up right there on that tree. This is where all the coons were at. I may throw some camera footage in there to show y'all. This is the trail, little ditch going up, and there's another little trail running alongside here. So that's where I put my little DP at. I got a marshmallow in there. I'm gonna put some of this fish oil on top, and I'm just gonna drizzle some out here on the ground and take some over here just so they pick up on that fishy smell. I may come down here tonight looking for something to drink. I want them to pick up on that fishy smell and come right back up to my DP right here. Oop. So we're getting kind of low on this, and there's different kinds of fish oil here. So I don't know if I need to try maybe a crawfish type of oil, since that's what we have down here, crawfish. I don't know if it'd make a difference. I mean, this smells pretty fishy, and I have caught stuff on it, so I don't know if it's good enough or if I would have better luck using another oil. That's just something that I can play around with and see if I can tell the difference. But I'm pretty excited about that. Saw on camera that we had some raccoons, several raccoons in the area. So we're gonna see if we can thin the herd a little bit and get one or two of them and go from there. All right, on to the next. All right, guys, wrapping up the day here. We did end up catching another bobcat, so a good thing. So, trying to remake the set, which means I'm trying to reset the trap that the animal was caught on. So this is the trap that I'm using right now. I'm gonna reset this. I've got it bedded pretty good, which means you don't want it to wiggle. And now I'm gonna come back. I've put a lure over here in the corner of this tree, the base of this tree. I have a natural type wall over here on this side. So if an animal's gonna come check it out, if another bobcat is gonna come check out where this other cat has been, they're gonna have some obstacles from this way. You have more stuff over here that's natural. You got a fence that's running along through here. So the idea is they're gonna come from the front to check out this scent that is back here in this back corner. And hopefully when they do, they'll step down on that and I'll have another bobcat. So we're up to 2. I did see on the game camera where I missed another big one, so that was a little disappointing. But happy that we got another one, and we're gonna get this covered up here. So now the goal is to blend this in as much as possible. I'm gonna blend it in without putting giant chunks up under the pan here. That'll keep it from being depressed and keep it from going off. So you want loose material, small material. That's not quite big enough to keep that pan from going off, but you want to cover these jaws up right here. And a good rain come along and or a morning dew. See, now that's too big. We're gonna take that, but we can use this as another little blocker and put that over here, because cats don't like stepping on hard stuff. So we put that over there and it just acts as another block. So we're kind of really telling the cat where we want it to step. All right, we'll brush our pan off here. That's my pan. Make sure all the rest of my trap is covered up. Make sure I ain't got no sticks or anything in here. Like that. See, there's my jaws. Just want all of that to be looking good. Put a little bit more loose dirt around just to fill the voids. Alright. And that's where my pan is at. Get that off. And hopefully hopefully the next cat that comes along to check out the scent that I have right here, it'll find that that is the best place to step. All right, I may, let's see here, show y'all what it looks like from a distance. So I'm gonna try and dress it up a little bit more, put a little bit more of a blocker around here, just so I can try and guide where these animals are gonna step at to check that scent out. All right, on to the next. All right, guys, we're wrapping up another day. Pretty good day, successful day. Caught another bobcat, which is a big plus. There's a few more that I have on camera that I need to get out of the area. But the way things are going, we should be able to do that pretty easily, and hopefully sooner rather than later. But successful day. Looking forward to tomorrow, and may have a cat tomorrow, I don't know. And then I have, let's see here, I need to do some maintenance stuff on my stump grinder. Y'all haven't seen my stump grinder yet. I need to do that because I got a big job coming up Saturday on my stump grinder. So need to get that squared away, so I won't have to do it Saturday. I can just run straight over to the job and do that. And that'll be it. I think that's a wrap. All right, y'all be good. So one of the biggest helps out here has been game cameras. If you are in land and wildlife management, you have to have a game camera, several, to let you know what you're working with and dealing with when you're not there. It's all fine and dandy to spend time on the property that you're working with, but you have to have cameras so you can see what's going on behind the scenes. And it's because of these cameras that this particular owner found out that he had a bobcat problem to begin with, and he didn't know at first. We put out some cameras and we were able to see the bobcats, and unfortunately, well, I guess not unfortunately, but we were able to see the bobcats with quail in its mouth after a successful hunt. So game cameras have been a major part of the success here so far. So we're gonna keep working these bobcats, see if we can get their numbers under control, and then hopefully we'll get these bobwhite quail numbers up. But we're on the right track. All right, I think it's time to call today, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Y'all be good.